That is not my problem. Problem's not my problem. That is not my problem. That's gonna be me. Listen, that's gonna be me tomorrow at work when I handle that issue. And when they start asking me what are you gonna do, I'm gonna tell them that is not my problem.
When now are you just before we start, I will put this on the record. Are you done like this week? Or, like is this your last week teaching or are you proctor and test now?
Okay, so for those who don't know, I'm a New York City teacher. Um, this is like my this is my yeah. So we basically have class Monday through Thursday, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Friday,
you're still
test.
teaching?
I'm still teaching.
Oh, bro.
Um, I have a plan of what I'm doing this week.
Yeah, that's fair.
Um, it's called don't get myself in trouble.
Hit.
Uh, that's the plan.
There you
Make
go.
sure the kids get to point A to point B.
Yep, that's all you
That,
gotta do.
that's it. Let them, let them get to the thing. And that's it.
Mm-hmm. Then
That
you
is
then
it.
your job is done.
Okay, it's done.
Well,
Um, all I'm gonna have so basically, I kind of have this budgeting unit that I'm going over since a lot of kids are working jobs during the summer,
yeah. Oh,
and
that's kind of fun.
I figured, right, if I keep them engaged that way,
Yeah, a little real life 101 with Gabriel. Love
yeah,
that.
fine. Yeah. So this is my last week of teaching.
Hell yeah, there you go.
I have a big event on Thursday
Mm-hmm.
where I'm cooking for the school. Not too crazy.
That'll be fun.
So I'm gonna have my other classes like prep for the event
Yeah.
like during the week, Tuesday, and prepare the stuff.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
But yeah, that's it.
There you go. Hell yeah.
Um, but yeah, that's about it. But
Well,
in
after
my
a
eyes,
little,
in
after
my
a little,
eyes, I'm
yeah.
done. I'm
Mm-hmm. No,
done.
I feel you. After a little hiatus from podcasting for a little while, we are
Yeah,
we are back.
yeah,
Um,
that.
we are ready for what's called the what are they calling it? Like the summer of soccer or some shit?
So
Summer of
I just
stars or
want.
whatever the fuck it's called.
So we're giving this So before we start, I'm gonna give a little recap and a little policy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, as many people may know, I'm the track coach,
Yeah.
and if any of you have ever ran track meets are on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
When do we record? On
On
the
the
weekend.
weekend.
So I haven't been available Saturday or Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Some weekends I haven't been available Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, because it was fucking. Um.
Some some meets were dual meets. Some meets were night meets.
Yeah.
Some meets were even during the week. Oh,
I just gotta throw you off big time with the meets during the week.
um, so I mean, it was a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Pee Wee's been working like hell.
Yeah.
Mars been working like hell.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Joey's been
Um,
now Joey's back to working like hell too.
Joey's working. Well, I don't think he's working like hell. I just think,
No,
yeah.
he's just working. Yeah, no, I feel you.
Um,
Hey, kitty.
and so essentially at this point, all of us are just working.
Yep.
And schedules have been kind of janky.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but I think at this point we'll be fine.
Yeah.
We'll be fine. Our schedules are starting to ease up a little bit. We still have end of season podcast we need to do.
You know what actually helps a little
Oh,
bit, or what helped me a little bit, is the fact that So I know this is like a little ways down the road, but I don't normally I have NASCAR in August, which is like normally probably about the time we would do a college football preview and like our NFL preview, but NASCAR for some reason decided to be nice to us and they bumped it back when they put out the NASCAR schedule last year for this year, NASCAR was like, hey, we're gonna put the NASCAR race at Watkins Glen in September. So that'll give me a little more flexibility in August as far as like um college football preview and NFL preview, but that's another couple months down the road. It's already June though. Like, damn, it's already June.
I mean, I guess right now what we're gonna be doing.
Mhm.
So so right now these are before anyone gets excited here. We are not podcasting every week during the summer.
No, hell no.
Hell, hell no. Oh,
We gotta enjoy
I'm
ourselves a
going.
little bit.
Right. I'm gonna be partying.
Hell
Just letting
yeah.
everybody know. I gotta find the schedule that we written out.
Uh,
But uh, but don't get it twisted. When all five of us, or the vast majority of us, can meet up on a Saturday
yeah.
or Sunday evening,
Mhm.
we'll probably record. It'll probably be a Sunday
Yeah,
because
it'll be like a first half of the year in review or whatever the hell.
because the last episode was supposed to be an NBA preview, playoffs
Mhm.
preview, season recap, NFL recap.
Mhm.
Um, so essentially, I'm guessing if we record this episode, I believe we're going to record this episode before the month ends.
We should. I would
So,
like to think so.
seeing how my schedule is extremely free now that
Now that you're not working anymore.
I'm not working. So I think this might be a case of the last episode of season three.
Yeah.
Was it season three?
Season two.
Well, season two will be um
It'll be like
an
our.
NBA, it'll be an NBA recap,
Mhm.
an MLB
MLB
season
kind of mid-season kind of
review,
reset, so to speak. Yeah.
MLB mid-season review,
Mhm.
and NFL draft,
Preview, so to speak. Yeah.
and NFL draft and off-season review so far.
Yeah.
Uh, so I guess
Mhm.
that would be the fun. That will be the final episode, so that will be a banger. So
Yeah.
I'm guessing we'll record that if it's sometime by the end of the month.
Mhm.
Um, and so I'm guessing that would be our. So I'm guessing that would knock out one episode so
Yeah.
far.
Mhm.
But essentially we'll be combining the summer sports recap with the NFL, NBA, all that other stuff.
Mhm. And the NBA should be
Um,
over by then too, so that'll be fine.
so so essentially for the last podcast episode, NFL draft review, NFL draft and off-season review,
Mhm.
NBA season review,
Mhm.
and MLB mid-season
MLB
review.
mid-season review. Hell yeah.
And then during the summer will be a summer soccer preview, which is
Which is
this
this
episode,
one? Yeah.
and a summer soccer recap
After.
after the tournaments are done. So expect some type of content.
Hey, you know what we have? You know what else I keep forgetting we have this summer is the fucking Olympics.
What?
I keep forgetting
And
the
the
Olympics
Olympics.
though, like in the next month or
And
so.
the Olympics.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, really and true. So if I had to take a guess, the last season episode probably recorded the last week of June.
Mhm.
At least.
Yeah.
Um, I'm guessing all these tournaments will end in when will the Euros end? July?
Probably
I would.
July because because I feel like what we can do is we can kind of throw a year in review for us, so to speak, and then um like an NFL preview, kind of 2-in-1. Probably our best option.
Hey, well. Anyways, I believe the summer sports preview recap will probably just be um it'll probably just be the soccer.
Mhm.
Um, maybe we'll go over some Olympics for those who are
Yeah.
interested. Um, but we really won't call those season episodes.
I'm already thinking of
Season,
placing an Olympic future, but that's beside the point.
um, yeah, season three won't start till college football comes back.
Mm-hmm.
We do our college football recap, and then that's when we look into full year, which will be August anyway.
Yeah.
So that's about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to the summer recap. The summer sports, or what the hell am I calling this? What are we calling this again?
I'm gonna call
Welcome
it.
to the
It's being dubbed the. I guess Fox and like NBC and them are like dubbing it like the summer of. It's technically the summer of stars. I prefer to call it the
we
summer of soccer.
yeah, we're calling this the summer of soccer
Hell yeah, love it.
um episode.
We
Um,
got some
you know how
pretty big competitions
you know
coming up.
how most shows usually have like a season and then they have like mini episodes.
Mm-hmm. That's kind
So
of what this is.
we're gonna call this the summer of soccer mini episode.
Yep.
This is strictly just gonna be me and Peely.
Hello.
Uh, no Joey, no cornbread.
No more. No cornbread.
Yeah, this is just us. Um, this is what we're doing. Um, but how you doing, Ryan? It's been a minute since the two of us have actually
It
had a
has.
pod.
It's been a while. I've been good. I've been working like a fucking dog over here, but we're surviving. We're getting
I have a
by. We're
question.
getting
Are you
through.
recording?
Hmm.
Are you recording?
Yeah, I've been recording.
Okay. Ooh, thank you,
Yeah, we've
Jesus.
been recording for like the past, I don't know, 10 minutes.
Oh my God. So I mean, I don't know where you want to start with this, but
Well,
uh,
I think we should talk about the fact that, I mean,
go ahead.
it is Euro season once again. Um, so I need to go back because I need to figure out if this makes sense. So it was supposed to be Euro 2020. They played it in 2021, yes,
Yes.
because of the COVID-19 pandemic. That was the last time we saw any like major European soccer outside of the World Cup. Obviously, France won the Euros. France won the World Cup. That was that janky ass World Cup they held in fucking. It was December because they were in Qatar and it was hot.
France won. You mean Argentina?
Oh, Argentina won the fucking.
You said
Yeah, that's
Argentina.
right. Argentina won the World Cup, didn't they?
Yeah, you think of
France won
2018?
the France won the Euros.
No, Italy won. Spaghetti
Oh,
Mafia.
God,
Remember
God,
France?
God damn it.
France.
Why do I feel like
France
France
got
has been
eliminated.
so good?
France got eliminated by Switzerland.
That's right.
Granted, Xhaka hit like a screamer.
Oh, I remember
Uh,
that screamer. Oh, I
and
love watching Granit.
Mbappe missed the penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah. So I mean, we could start with the Euros, but this, I think I have three potential teams I could see winning this.
Who you got?
Uh, France. I think France are the heavy favorites.
I agree.
Obviously, Kylian Mbappe finally made the move after
What,
7+
two?
years to Real Madrid.
Yeah.
To nobody's surprise.
Hmm.
Um, some people felt like he should have made this move earlier. Others may agree that
Well, if he doesn't sign that, what? He signed that 2-year contract or 1-year contract,
yeah,
whatever it was. If he doesn't sign that contract, he does make the move earlier. But
right,
I'm going to make the assumption here that they probably offered him a lot of money just to stay, which is fine. I mean,
right,
it's PSG; they can do that sort of shit. But like,
right.
good for him. He finally got his wish. I think he'll be happy.
I think he'll be happy. The only thing I have with this is, now this is just me being, this might be me being salty. We all knew he was going there.
Oh, of course.
He screams Real Madrid. He screams the Galactico.
Mm-hmm.
But I tell you right now, I don't know what it is with this generation of big stars, but
Yeah.
he tends not to show up sometimes
I
in
agree.
club competition.
No, he does. You're
Uh,
you're you're right on there.
and some people will tend to skip right over that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know. I could. He does have. I'm not saying that he does have his moments,
Mm-hmm.
but it just seems like when you need him to score goals sometimes,
Yeah.
He doesn't score it.
Mhm.
I don't. I particularly can't remember in this knockout stage if he scored many goals. It was like somebody else.
Yeah.
Really no word. So I mean, we'll see what he does with Real Madrid.
Mhm.
Do I think he fits? Do I think he fits what they're doing in Real Madrid? I don't know. Honestly speaking, I don't know how he fits in there. Struggles to play as a nine.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Um,
where does he fit in?
um, I don't know what it is. He struggles to play as a nine.
Yeah.
Can't put him on the. Vinny can't play as a nine.
Hell no,
I
he
don't know
can't.
I don't know how this is gonna work.
Yeah.
But apparently the plan is that he's gonna play as a nine. Him and Vinny are gonna be interchangeable.
Mm.
But this could legit be another case of what happened with Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe a couple
Yeah,
years
I
ago.
agree.
This could be another case.
Mhm.
This could be another case. I hope for his sake it's not. Because
Same.
I tell you right now, if he does not win a Champions League, because that's all he's missing in his
He
locker.
signed what, a 5-year contract?
If he does not win a Champions League, he's not gonna hear from me. He's not gonna hear the
Yeah.
end of it.
Who?
Because
Well, who's gonna
because
beat
then
them?
if
That's the question.
contrary to public belief, I think that team's beatable, man.
Yeah, I mean, Dortmund came what, inches away
I
from
think
beating
it's
them in the
beatable.
fucking.
It's just gonna take some elite performance. I think there's a few teams that can beat them.
Mhm.
It's I don't think you're gonna need some superstars to do it.
Mhm.
I don't think you could beat them straight off of like working effectively as a team.
Mhm.
Uh, I think it's gonna be a mixture of that and a moment of brilliance.
I agree.
And they have three guys that are that front three. They have multiple guys in that team
Yeah.
that's capable of a moment of brilliance.
Mhm.
Uh, Obviously, we know Vinny shows up
Yeah.
in the knockouts.
Mhm.
Probably the Ballon d'Or runner up, the
Yeah.
winner. Especially if they win if they win Copa, it's his to lose.
Of course.
But I mean, we'll talk about it.
Let's get back.
But
So you were talking. You were talking
yeah,
favorites.
I'm talking of France. As I said before, this team evolves around Mbappe.
It's a good team too.
Uh, the team they tend to struggle in the Euros.
They
They
do.
struggled. They didn't have a great World Cup
No.
until he kind of kicked it into high gear.
Yeah.
But it seems like we'll have to see what happens. But
I'm curious to see the one thing. Speaking of France, the one thing I'm curious to see. So I'm on ESPN.com right now. I'm kind of looking at like the defenders, the midfield, and the forward. Like, how do you put this team together? I mean, ideally, you probably got Areola starting in net. You've got some combination of Saliba.
like they don't have They don't have Mike Magnan.
Oh, will he start for them?
Yeah, he's a here. Hell yeah, he
Okay,
will.
then McGowan will start. You've got Saliba, Grande, Theo Hernandez will probably start. And then, I mean, you've still got Mendy, Pavard, and you put Meccano as your defense will be fine. I think it's more interesting too with the midfield because you've got Conte, Camavinga, Rabiot, Griezmann. They got Griezmann listed as a midfielder. Um,
He's an 8.
Tuchemani, Zaire Emery from PSG, and then Fofana. God, that's a nice ass midfield. Jeez. And then obviously your strikers are Mbappe, Dembele, Barcola, Kingsley. I forgot Kingsley Coman was even a thing. Thuram, Colomwani, and God, Olivier Giroud's still a thing too. God, he's old as hell. I mean, what do? You probably play 4-3-3? Maybe.
Yeah, I'm 4-3-2.
I mean,
They have Nemo.
a
They
front
have
three
Cooking.
of Dembele. Oh, I don't know who you put on the other side, but Dembele,
They got
Mbappe, and Coman.
They probably might go Colomani.
And then you can bring fucking Giroud on as a fucking super sub if you want to.
Right.
And I guess,
They go ahead.
well, I guess my question to you is, you were talking three favorites. Are you thinking Portugal or are you thinking Spain? Because I like both of those teams a lot.
I think it's going to be Portugal.
I think it is too.
I think they run. I think we'll talk about who we think has an easy run. I think Portugal has a very easy run.
Yeah, they've
Uh,
got play the Czech Republic, Turkey, and Georgia. That's
yeah,
about as easy as it can fucking get.
yeah, I think they got a very easy run.
Hmm
I can see Spain having a shot at it.
Part of me
Actually, let me.
wants Spain to like just go on like a super. Remember when Spain was like super dominant back in like the 2010s when they won what? They won like two Euros and a World Cup back to back to back. Like that's what I think of when I think of like, oh, Spain. Like obviously it's not the same team, but like this Spain team good enough. You've got Simeone in goal. You got Carvajal who somehow is still kicking. Laporte, Nacho. Let me see. Grimaldo's there. Look at the midfield. Midfield's loaded with Rodri, Fabian Ruiz, Pedri, Fermin Lopez. Then you have forwards of Morata, Joselu, who's pretty good, Danny Olmo, Nico Williams.
The only issue with that Spain team is their forward line.
Yeah, I agree.
Um,
I mean, it's rather young, is it not?
you
I
got
mean,
Lamine Yamal.
Yamal is
You got.
young, Torres is young. Like,
I wouldn't say Ferran Torres is young, but
hmm,
he's probably a more senior man.
I
But it's
agree.
just they have potential there. I think that maybe a tournament too early. I think we'll let them mature a little bit.
Luis Enrique still coach that team?
No, no, they have a
I thought
different
not.
guy.
Yeah.
No, but honestly speaking, I would not be surprised if Portugal makes a run.
Mm-hmm.
I have France winning this.
I agree.
Um, I have France. I just think Portugal. You don't know what you're gonna get out on them.
No, because hang on, I want to look at this Portugal squad really quick. What?
Portugal. I think Portugal can genuinely do it. It's just I don't know what's gonna happen. But I can also tell you for free that France has a very difficult road.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
I agree.
based off our based off our simulations, we got France and England, and
Oof.
I can go either way. I'm telling you right now for free. Depending on how this tournament goes,
Yeah.
I might have two futures on France. On either on right now I have France winning.
Yeah, same.
I might lock in late before the tournament starts Portugal.
I don't hate that. It's at what? Plus, it was at. Well, we
Plus,
got we saw the plus 700 for runners up because you and I were looking through stuff earlier today. I kind of don't hate dropping a Portugal future.
it's I
Did
think it's an ease. A lot of people are. I feel like a lot of people are going to overlook this Portugal side, but I feel like the side if they're on,
you know who didn't make the squad? But I'm not really surprised that he didn't make the squad. Renato
oh,
Sanchez.
nah, he's
But
been
like
doing
he's
like
a
crap.
man adrift in the middle of nowhere right now. So
I can tell you right now, Portugal has had money go on them
fair.
outright plus 650. Um,
You know who
but they were.
I have a question for you. I have two questions for you. It's about it's a who do you trust more? Because both of these teams have been very polarizing over the last few years. Do you trust England or do you trust the Dutch more? I guess is my question to you. Because those are two teams where you look at these Euros, England is the favorite to win the whole thing. I think they're plus three, they might just be plus 300.
Yeah,
Obviously, you look at the team, you've got you've got some names. You've got Pickford probably. I would assume it's gonna. Well, you've got your goalkeeper, the Henderson, Pickford, and Aaron
I will
Ramsdale. I
tell.
mean, pick one.
I will.
Fuck.
I will tell you right now. England will not win anything with their manager.
Hell no. Not with Gareth Southgate.
I don't know why they're at plus 300. Don't
Yeah,
know why.
I was really surprised that they were the favorites coming in
I
too.
think a lot of this is, yes, this is probably one of the better teams they've had in years.
Agreed.
But there's the same we have in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Um, Elite ingredients.
Mhm.
We have all the elite ingredients, but if the man doesn't know what to do with any of them,
Yeah.
he's not doing nothing. I don't. I see this England team making for the semis.
Mhm.
I see them giving France a run because I think they can give France a run.
I don't think they can beat them, but they can give them a run.
But
I mean,
I, I, I would even if France loses and it's Portugal England,
yeah,
I think Portugal has it.
I agree.
I just don't see how England can go deep in this tournament.
Mhm.
Oh, I, I I don't know. This I don't know. I think England is very horribly priced here.
I agree.
Um, I would avoid it. I also think France. I don't like the price either, but I could live with a 380. It makes sense.
Mhm.
I don't know why Portugal is at plus 650. That is going to drop throughout the week.
Yeah, it'll
So
drop like a rock.
if it drops to the point where it's not worth my time, I won't take it.
I agree.
However, if you're very confident in the France and Portugal final,
Mhm.
you could take a straight forecast: France first,
France finished
Portugal
first,
second,
Portugal finished second. We were looking at that earlier. I might actually. I gotta think about that one.
2,500. Um, to reach the set.
I,
Portugal
I
reaches.
oh yes, but you know who we're forgetting is the team we picked. We put a future on to reach the quarterfinal, and that's Croatia.
Croatia.
That's
Yeah.
a good team. Like that Croatia team. I mean, yes, they're probably a little older than most people would like, but like, didn't they just made the World Cup finals this past time around? Obviously lost to
Yeah,
Argentina, but like that's a good team.
obviously, yeah.
I mean,
But
Modric just signed on for what, another year, I think, at Real Madrid. I'm surprised he's sticking around, but good for him. I mean, it's a good team.
uh,
Ah, Ivan Perisic is still playing. Hell yeah.
it's just this tournament's gonna be so much fun. But I'm just
Yes,
going
it
with
is.
some of my favorite futures. I'm on Georgia to be the lowest scoring team.
I love that. Yeah, I was gonna say you go ahead with what you've already locked in, because I don't think I've locked in as much as you have.
I believe I will tell you right now. I don't know if dead heat rules apply. Um, so we are hoping and praying they don't score no more than 3 goals.
I love it.
I don't think they're gonna score more than 3 goals.
No,
I feel Albania has something for somebody.
I
Um,
agree. Even in the group that they're in too, they're gonna like they might not beat anybody, but they might put an up. They might like put a scale into somebody.
Georgia. I don't know about Georgia, man. They got the kid from Napoli,
That's about
Carver.
it.
They got the striker who plays in France. He's pretty decent, but that's all they have.
Mhm.
Because we know exactly what every team's going to do. They're just going to man mark the crap out of both of them
Yep.
and call it a day. And the two of them haven't had great seasons
No.
to begin with.
Mhm.
So I like them at plus 850.
Mhm.
It's
Good
worth a
value there
twirl.
too.
Um, most assists. Now, Bruno Fernandez at plus 1,300. If anyone knows, Bruno Fernandez and Ronaldo are like, I think they're best friends.
Mhm. I love watching them play too.
They'll um they'll they'll for Bruno Fernandez will look for Ronaldo.
Yeah. They almost have
Um,
like that sixth sense of like they know where they're gonna
right.
be on the field.
I didn't put it on here, but I do like Ronaldo to be the Golden Boot winner. Um,
I don't
I don't
hate
know.
that just because I feel like he's gonna want to show up. I mean, he's what 36 now, but he can still play.
Yeah, I think a lot of I like them a lot. To score.
You know what?
Yeah,
You know what parlay I really like that we have together
yeah.
is the So Gabe and I were kind of workshopping this earlier, and we have a six-legger of teams to finish at the bottom of their group.
Talk about all three of them. Talk about all three of them.
So I'll start with the group winners because I feel like we should start with the winners here. So we have put together. Well, Gabe put together Germany, Spain, England, France, Belgium, and Portugal all to win their group at plus 1222. Um, the other one I actually feel like is kind of cool too. It's to qualify. So like even if you finish first, second, or third, because they take what the top six third place
It's
teams.
some weird number.
Yeah. So we have Switzerland, Italy, Denmark, Netherlands, Ukraine, and Turkey. I'm feeling Turkey's got that Morocco running them. Where if anyone knows what I'm talking about, Gabe at the World Cup in 2022 had
Oh,
what? You had Morocco to get out the group, right?
yeah, and I think I had them going to semis.
I think you did too, and it hit, and it was like I feel like Turkey's got that kind of run in them. And then the fun one, which is the one that'll be the sweatiest one, will be teams to finish at the bottom of the group. We have Hungary, Albania, Slovenia, Poland, Romania, and Georgia. That is at plus 490, 4,000, plus 49.44. That'll be a fun one to sweat. And that would be a really nice return, too. Um, Di Maria just scored for Argentina. Good for him. Um, and then, let me see what else I have here. We've got Croatia to reach the quarterfinals at plus 145. I think they'll find a way. I really do. They know how to get it done when it matters, Gabe. I think that's what that comes down to at the end of the day. I've got France outright winner at plus 380, which is really good value considering it's France.
Yeah,
Um,
380 is like the perfect number. I wish it
mm,
was 400.
okay, I'm telling. A quick side note: I'm turning this Tennessee game off. It's 7-1. I gotta
Um,
find this.
I will tell you this though. This will probably be the most fun tournament to watch.
I agree. Not that we're not hating on the Copa, but like this is
But
going to be the better of the two.
you're right.
Um,
The Copa's kind of more easier to call.
yeah.
This is
Do you want to flip the Copa? Do you have anything else for Euros?
um a player that you're looking forward to seeing.
Oh, oh God, there's a few. Um, I've got I've got a couple. I want to see what Lamine Yamal can do on a big stage. He's what, 19, 18, 19? He's young. But like if you watch any bit of what he did for Barcelona this year, if he can translate that to the national stage, that'll put him even more on the map than what he already is. And then this is a player that I think that needs to have a big tournament. Memphis Depay needs to have a big tournament if the Netherlands are going to make any noise. He was a super sub for a decent part of the year for Atletico Madrid, and actually, from what I remember, he played pretty well, didn't he?
Yeah. He's also out of contract too. He's looking for a team.
Oh, he can still play. It's not like he's a. And you know what sucks too is who did he play for forever? Was it? It wasn't I. Was it
Leon.
Ajax? It was Leon. Well, he
Leon.
was just banging in goals. I like him. I've liked him for a while. Um,
He's classic. He's a classic false nine.
yes, he is. And then, I mean, if you're telling me there's a team that's got to show up, it's got to be fucking England. Like England, like this is like it for England. Like if you're
Yeah.
telling me they can't win a Euros, they're gonna be. I think they're screwed once the World Cup comes around in 26 if they don't win the Euros this year.
I'll tell you
How
one
about
thing.
yourself?
I'll give you. Me personally, I'm gonna go with another young player, Arda Güler, a
Okay.
Turkey boy.
Mm.
Played for Madrid. He was injured at the beginning.
Mhm.
He looks really good. I kind of want to see what he does because I know he
Mhm.
was put in the forefront of that team.
Mm.
Um, who else? Another player I'm looking forward to seeing is Kante Nagolo.
N'Golo
Um,
Kante. He's been kind of hurt lately too, hasn't he?
kind. He's this is like his return to the French team.
Yes, it is.
Kind of shocking to some, but I want to see what he does. And a team that I think is going to really cost everyone in this tournament. I think it's going to be England, boy. I don't know what people are drinking, but
Yeah, I don't either.
um,
I got
is
one
there
more
any?
thing. I got one more thing, right? So I don't know if you saw this, but I read an article the other day about Germany, just like as a whole, like the country as a whole. It's like they're excited for the Euros. They polled like 1,000 people, and like the percentage of like them be excited to host the Euros is like 30%. Like what?
I don't think they're gonna. I don't know. I think they get quarters. I don't know if they.
I don't know if they can get. Well, see, the problem is I think they're on the older side. I mean, Neuer's on the older side. Ter Stegen's still kind of young, but like I'm just looking through the lineup. Like Kimmich is kind of
They're not,
starting to get older now.
they're not
Jonathan
really
Taz.
worth. It's. I just don't. I don't know with them.
Yeah, I don't either.
Uh,
It's
they could be another dark horse, but I truly do think if you're looking for a dark horse to root for this tournament, it's going to be Portugal.
probably Portugal. Yep, I agree.
Uh, but do you want to flip it to probably the least exciting Copa America I've ever seen in my
Oh
life?
boy, what are we doing with this thing, man? This is. I won't call it pitiful, but this is kind of pitiful. Like, if we're gonna be honest, this is gonna be one of the least exciting tournaments of all time. Um,
I feel
so
like it was more exciting when it was just more South
South
American
America.
teams.
Well, yeah. Well, also in fairness, too, that's like back when like Chile were like really good, and like they had like Vidal and all them who were like just setting the world on fire. But like, man, I kind of feel bad for some of the Concacaf teams. Like
I feel like they kind of missed the trick.
Canada's in a group with Argentina, Chile, and Peru. Like that's not
I,
ideal.
I feel like this tournament missed the trick by not having more teams.
I agree. You know who I think, and we were talking about this earlier. You know who might make a run, just in general for Concacaf, is fucking Jamaica. Now they're in a group with it's Ecuador, Jamaica, Mexico, and Venezuela. Like that's not terrible. That's not
Well,
terrible.
I will say that Mexico, God knows what Mexico is.
Fucking Mexico.
Um, mm, the USA is hurt.
Are we
Uh,
ever? We just got
I don't
two.
think we'll play like that 5-1.
Bro, I hope
I don't.
not. And Josh Sargent got hurt too, speaking of Josh Sargent.
No Serginho death. I
That's
don't think we'll play like that.
fine.
I don't think. I don't. I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised to put Tim Way over there.
I like
He
Tim
kind of
Weah
plays that.
too.
I don't. Now, before someone sits here and says, "Listen, I'm a proud member." What the hell? What the hell are we called?
You talking about the American Outlaws?
Yeah, I'm a proud member of the Outlaws. Listen, I'm not sitting here saying that this team's gonna over here and just crap the bed because we've seen this before.
As an American soccer fan, yes, we have plenty of times. Here's the thing though with this team, right? Is like love this team. Like this team has the potential to do some really good things. Like, but your midfield's gonna make or break this team. Like Tyler Adams, Weston McKennie,
Yunus
and I
Musa.
mean, hell, Wayne played well. Um, and you know what I hate too? This is just me being like a U.S. men's national team fanboy. People have to stop putting so much on Christian Pulisic's shoulders. Like, yeah, he had a great season for AC Milan, but like, we have the talent in this roster where he doesn't have to out and out carry this team. You've got
Right.
Balogun, who's pretty good. You've got Ricardo Pepe, who's pretty good. You've got Tim Weah, who's good. You've got Hanji Wright, who's coming off a decent. You're like, this team has attacking options. It's just like, how are you going to put them? It's going to come down to Berhalter basically putting them in position to be successful, is what it's going to come down to. Now, obviously, people are going to look at that game, that 5-1 game, and be like, oh my God, Matt Turner's awful. No, Matt Turner's not awful. His team needs to stop giving the ball away in bad positions, but
Not
like,
gonna lie to you, Matt Turner needs to go. Matt Turner needs consistent playing time. That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, that. Not that I'm saying he should have left. Who did he leave in the MLS? Was it DC United? You remember who he left? I gotta look this up now. But like, he just like you just said, he needs consistent playing time. Is what it comes down to at the end of the day, and he hasn't seen it, even though he's been at Nottingham Forest. But like, you're not telling me you're gonna start Ethan Horvath or Sean Johnson. Like, no offense to Sean Johnson, he's had a good year with Toronto, and
A
Ethan
lot.
Horvath
He
had a
needs.
decent year at
I
Cardiff.
think.
But like,
I think he needs to leave England.
who? Turner?
Yeah, he's not gonna get playing time in
No.
England. I don't think
Um,
so.
but I think
I think maybe France. Um,
you know who I'm
Germany.
excited to. You know who I'm excited to see play in this tournament? It's the team that just thrashed the U.S. and Colombia. This team has fucking players, man. I mean, yes, it starts with David Ospina in goal. Like, if he even, I don't know if he's gonna start for them, but like, you've got some options. You've got Asprilla. You've got who else on this roster? Angel Borgia's on this roster. Like, this team has good players, and we placed a few. Who did we place the future on to get to like the semis? Was it? Oh, it was Ecuador. We've got an Ecuador future at plus 195. That's gonna be a fun team to watch too. Um, but futures for Copa, unless you have anything else with any other team. What do we expect then of Argentina? I guess is the next question. Like it
Yeah.
should be business as usual. No,
Yeah.
I mean Messi's looked like Messi again now that he's consistently playing in the MLS.
Right.
Um, I mean Martinez will start in goal. We know what he brings to the table. God, Otamendi's still playing for national team soccer. Wow, got to be almost 40 by now. Um, I mean it's a good team. It's a good side. Ah, Julian Alvarez. I forgot Julian Alvarez made the roster. Good for him. Okay, Gabe. My next question to you.
Go ahead.
Do we see World Cup Canada where they actually played okay? Or do we see the Canada as of late where they haven't done anything? Now, in fairness, they drew France. Like, yes, it was a friendly. But, like, do we see, like, that kind of a team where, like, Canada, like, takes it to teams? Or do we see World Cup Canada where they didn't really do a whole lot?
I don't know.
Unfortunately, I think this team probably still what? I mean, it's as sad as it is. Their two best players are probably Alfonso Davies and Kyle Leon are probably their two best players.
Right.
As sad as that is to see, a defender and a striker.
I don't know if he's gonna get out his candidacy.
And this is the team
Um,
that's not coached by hang on. Oh no. Canada national hang on. Yeah, this is a team that's not coached by Jesse Marsh. So take that for what it's worth. If it's worth really anything. I forgot he took that post. I will say this,
I just
the group they're in scares me. Because you've got Argentina, Chile, and Peru. Like that's not fun. But this Copa America couldn't be worse. Um, I don't know. Like I want to see Jamaica do well. You don't know what you're getting out of Mexico. I mean, you ideally hope for Venezuela. Salomon Rondon has a good tournament. Um, you don't know what you're getting out of Bolivia. Panama's been okay. I mean, the U.S. will be okay. I mean, Uruguay's a decent side. Like, there's not a lot of newness in this team. Wait a second. Luis Suarez made this fucking. Oh my god, Luis Suarez made this team. Are you kidding me? I forgot about that. Well, um, I mean,
I really don't have much to talk about this tournament. I could tell you the final right now. Argentina, um,
Argentina, Brazil.
Golden Boot, give it to Messi. Um,
Messi.
if you want someone to reach the semis at a really good price, Ecuador plus one
Ecuador
ninety
plus
five.
195.
I guess you can go over the group winners and to make out the group.
So for our
Argentina,
group winners
Ecuador.
parlay, yeah, we have Argentina, Ecuador, Uruguay, and Brazil. That's at plus 792.
Yeah.
And then who do
Uh,
you have for you make it out the group? I don't know if I locked that one in yet.
Canada, Mexico, USA, Colombia.
Ah, yes,
Um,
3 CONCACAF teams. Love that. Putting all our eggs in one basket.
yeah. Um,
What about Jamaica? What are your thoughts on Jamaica? Because I know we were talking about them earlier today.
who's in their group again?
They're in the group with Ecuador, Mexico, and Venezuela. Like it's not terrible. Like it could be worse, but like it's also
Now
not impossible.
I will sit here and tell you this. I really went back and forth between Mexico and Jamaica.
Mm-hmm. I feel you.
Uh, I for I'm just sitting here, right? It's my house on a Sunday evening, 8:51, right?
Yep.
And I'm just hoping, right,
Yeah.
that Mexico takes it together. And I'm hoping the performance that I saw out of Brazil,
Mm-hmm.
right, which was actually very decent, albeit
Agree.
it was it was not their best team.
Nope.
It was a very good team though. It's
Mm-hmm.
probably similar to what we will see for Brazil in the tournament.
Yeah.
I am hoping and I am praying that we get something like that Mexico.
I agree. I was looking through I'm looking through the roster of this team. This Mexico team looks nothing like the Mexico teams we've seen of the past. Ochoa, I think, retired. You've still got Jesus Orozco, who's not awful. You've got, let me look at this roster. You've got Pineda in the midfield, who's okay. You've got, I mean, the forwards are like, who's who? Because you
Well,
don't
I
have Chucky
genuinely
Lozano. Do you have Chucky Lozano on this roster? Hang on, what?
no.
I don't think
They ain't
so.
taking. They ain't taking. But go over who's in that group with Mexico.
So that group is actually really interesting. It's Ecuador, Jamaica, Mexico, and Venezuela. And you know what's funny is Mexico opens up against Jamaica. So that game's gonna tell us a lot about this team. That first game on June 22nd.
Who do they play?
They've got Jamaica first game out.
I think they could beat Jamaica.
I agree.
I think they could beat Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
Get a draw. I think
Then
realistically
then you
speaking,
got Venezuela and Ecuador.
they could beat Venezuela.
Mm-hmm.
Ecuador, I think they could get a draw. Uh, I think the difference here is I don't think Jamaica can beat Ecuador.
I agree. I
I
agree.
think Venezuela will kind of be the punching bag here.
Yeah, that
But
sucks.
I think they could. I think as long as they beat Venezuela and get 2 draws, I think they could do it.
Yeah, they'll be
They
okay.
might be able to beat. Yeah, they'll be okay. If they
Mm-hmm.
could beat Venezuela and Jamaica, I don't care. I don't think anything that happens versus Ecuador will matter.
I just realized I'm looking like just through the groups in general. Group D is not a cakewalk for Brazil. I mean, yeah, they should be okay, but like you're facing Colombia, Costa Rica, and Paraguay. I mean, I know Costa Rica isn't what World Cup was it when they went stupid and made like the quarters or the semis? Was that 2018 in Russia? In
No,
2014. That's
I might be
24.
14.
That was 14. I mean, obviously this team's not the same. Like you've still got Joel Campbell, Kenneth Vargas, Alvaro Zamora. Like it's still a decent team. I mean, you've still got. Well, you don't have what's his name? You don't have Kalen Navas between the sticks, which is kind of shitty. But like, we'll see. I mean, I think if you're looking for two teams to just meet in the finals, I think probably your best bet would be the straight forecast of Argentina, Brazil. You know what's gonna go? You know what's gonna determine a lot in the I think with where people stand on Brazil is how much they can score. Because I mean, you've got Rodrigo, you've got Vinicius who play together. You've got Gabriel Martellini, who had a good season at Arsenal. You've got Rafinha. Like this team has so many options. It's just a matter of whether they can find the back of the net. I think is what it comes down to. And then obviously, I mean, Allison in goal. You might not concede a goal the entire tournament, but
Right.
well, and it sucks too because they were supposed to have Ederson, but what did he did something like super late in the season, injury wise, or he wasn't able to make the roster. Why did he not make the roster? Hang on, I want to find this really quick. Where is it? Hang on, I gotta find this really quick. What did he do? Oh, yes. He sustained a fractured eye socket, and that's why he's missing Copa America. Well, that's not good. And that was in the second half of the in their 2-0 win over Tottenham in the Prem earlier in the month. So like, I don't know. I mean, Brazil will be just fine, but I think it's Argentina's to lose.
Right. But yeah, I really don't got much on this damn tournament.
I don't either. This tournament's kind of mid. Not gonna lie.
It is. It so is, and it's so. You would think with all these teams together, it's like you kind of know what's going to happen.
Yeah,
But I mean, I'm very excited to see what the USA does.
I agree.
I'm actually going to try to see if I can go to like a Copa America game.
That'd be
Depending
fun.
on how,
It just sucks that
because
they're
I think,
playing games on like in each Festival on like fucking Tuesdays. I mean, I know you'll be out of school by then, but like still, like that, it doesn't.
well, I kind of got to wait to see what my schedule looks like for reasons.
Mhm.
Because if it's one of those days where I have to stay late, oh, I'm
Mhm.
gonna be pissed. Oh, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Yeah, I
Oh,
agree.
but I mean, I kind of wish 25th. What days that fall on a Tuesday?
Yeah, it's a Tuesday,
I
I
might
think.
be able. I might be able to leave early,
There you go.
but no, no, no. This graduation. Never mind.
Oh, bro. And you have to go, I'm assuming, don't you?
Oh, actually, I could go see. I could actually see. I have a game, the 27th. Earl
Mm,
Guy versus Olivia. I could. I could go see that.
that'd be fun.
You see how much the tickets are. Okay, these aren't too bad. Hold on. In the 200s, $86. Oh, let me see
That's
what it
not
looks like.
awful.
Hold on.
How would you get there? Can you take the train?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
Hold on now. I might go.
that'd be fun.
I might go. Shoot, I go by my damn self.
Would Bryant go with you to a soccer game?
He would. He's been to one with me before.
There you go.
He's been with one to me before. I'll I actually when we finish this podcast, I'm gonna give him a phone call.
There you
See if
go.
you want to come.
Yeah, I don't have
Uh,
anything
but he,
else. I'm not gonna lie to you.
but
Like
he,
as far as like Copa's concerned, it's gonna be a boring tournament. And I hate like playing it down like that. But there's no intrigue. Like there's no oh my gosh this team or this player what makes me want to watch this team. Like I want to see the two teams I really only care about are like the U.S. and like I mean, I want to see what Brazil can show up and do. We already know what Argentina can do. They just won the World Cup. Like, if there's a team that I think needs to prove it outside of the U.S., it's Brazil. Because this Brazil team for too damn long has been kind of just like there. Like they haven't taken that.
right,
You know how like teams need to take like a next step. Like the U.S. needs to take that next step. Brazil needs to take that next step.
right,
And I know they don't have obviously they don't have Neymar in the side or anything, but like show me something. Like show me that you have the talent with Rodrigo and with Vinicius Jr. They don't have to carry the team, but like if they do, it won't hurt. Like Vinicius Jr. was probably like the one of the best players in La Liga all year. Like you carry that
right,
form in a Copa America, you can
right,
score 5 or 6 goals, put your team in like the finals and try and win the fucking thing. Like it shouldn't be that
right,
hard for them to get to like the semis or the finals.
right.
So I mean, we'll see. I don't really have anything else. I mean, do you have anything else, or are
Nah, well,
you?
yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, I think we'll call it here. I'll let you outro this fucker. And then what we'll do, I can get this thing up on the web here in like the next hour or so. It won't take long.
Perfect. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for paying attention. Thank you for listening. First
Thank you for paying attention.
summer of soccer
Summer of
uh,
soccer.
episode. We will be back with the summer of soccer once this tournament ends. Both tournaments, we'll have a discussion, and
Mhm.
that will be enough. That will be enough from us.
Mhm.
We are hoping to record the last episode by the
End of August?
last episode. No, end of this month.
Oh
Hell
yeah,
no.
yeah, 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 yeah. Sorry.
So we'll see how this goes. But until then, we'll see you soon.
Goodbye.
Bye.